It's only us. Pledge allegiance to the bag, nigga. Huh? She tryna make us, but this 40 look good on me, so nah, Lathan. I be tryna wait, but don't niggas get tired of patience. Find a waiting, fucked up with bottle laying. That's how you play it. Bust down this Ronald Reagan. I was violent as a child, but I ain't there to waste. Take your time and don't be trying to be some shit you ain't. You be wildin' on it.
Welcome. This is Fire and Ice Dose Radio, where thoughts are burned and negativity is ice. I hope you guys are following. I hope you guys are sharing. I hope you guys are subscribing. Jade loves that punch. I promise you she does, because she's all about promote, motherfucking promote. And I never promote this shit, but I'm promoting it today. I have my guest here, Miss Kalima Davis. Ah, my God. I've known this young lady. I don't even know how many years I've known this young lady. I'm going to say well over 20.
32.
God damn.
Yeah, 32 years. I know by heart because me and Benita's best friend anniversary, we go over it. We just did 2 years ago. We went through our 30th.
She does love the best friend.
Yes, I do.
Shout out to Benita, the best friend.
The bestie. Holla.
I only fuck with Benita because Benita's dead as an aqua, so I fuck with Benita. And I know she's good energy, so I fuck with Benita. Benita is also a very dope soul. Maybe one day I'll have the privilege of actually getting her to sit here one day with us. But I have definitely known this young lady for many, many years. She has literally lived up the block for me for the majority of my life. I think she went away for a bit, had kids, came back. We was like, oh shit, I'm a mom. It was very weird because this bitch was anti-kids.
Abortion clinics are open.
Yes.
And they taking people.
Okay. This bitch has been like this my whole motherfucking life.
Stop.
When I told this bitch I was pregnant, I was looked at like a pregnant ant. That bitch was like, are you dumb? Are you retarded? Are you weird? Like, why would you do that? I was like, you gonna babysit the baby? No. Don't look at this nigga to babysit, watch, hang on to your kids.
That's not true.
Now.
That's not true. That was when we were young. I do not believe in teen pregnancy. I do not believe anybody should be pregnant.
Bitch, I wasn't a teen.
I don't believe anybody should be pregnant before 25. I feel you have a lot of life to live as an individual and get to know yourself so you can nurture another individual. You cannot be young trying to learn who you are and also trying to raise someone else. It's very difficult. Therefore, I am against anybody being pregnant before 25. You do not know how to wash your private parts.
That's a lot, bitch.
Until you're 20.
That's a motherfucking lie.
I know some stink men and some stink women. They need training. You all know who they are. We ain't gonna say who they are. I understand everybody has their own way of learning, their own process. The way you wash when you were 6 is not the same way you wash when you were 20. So what I'm saying.
I will say this. If you had a mother that was in your vagina, you're gonna know how to wash that pussy. My mother lived in my coochie. That's how she knew when I was pregnant. That's how she knew if I had a period, didn't have a period. I used to have to write on all. My mother was very funny on how we took care of ourselves, especially as girls. Now, that's growing up West Indian. I don't know how American parents do it. When we Western, my mother did not do it. So that was a little different. When I got to 20, I was very keen with my hygiene. Extremely. Very much into hygiene. More even so now. But then, most definitely. I don't like funk.
I want to say, I can't speak for all of African Americans. I'm 9th generation African American woman. I can't speak for all African Americans, but I know my mother was a correction officer captain. They mandate you at work. My aunt was a nurse. My other cousins and other aunts, grand aunts worked for the city of New York. Therefore, mandation, overtime, all that crazy stuff, working for transit. You can't go to the bathroom whenever you want. All those crazy rules back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s we're talking now. You weren't with your kids. Remember, they had literally commercials at 10 o'clock, you know where your children are. So how are you in someone's vagina if you don't even know where to freak your children at 10 o'clock at night? To the point where the government, the city of New York, had to put a commercial out every day. We had milk cartons with children on it. Where are your kids? You had crackheads in your playgrounds with condoms all over the floors. So I understand where you're coming from. Maybe that was your mother and your background, because she was first generation.
We couldn't even go outside, let alone do the shit she's talking about.
Like, my family, we had the kids was like, you smell like outside. Once you come in the house, you stay in the house. So, it sound familiar? You come in the house, you stay, y'all, all right, y'all know. So, I'm from that world, therefore, there's no one in your vagina.
My mother's in that.
You come home pregnant, they're kicking your ass. And where the clinic at? Because why you ain't use a condom? Okay, I give you no money. But that don't matter. You shouldn't have been fucking anyway. There you go. What was you wearing? Why was you outside? You told me to be outside. Don't talk back before I smack you. Oh, so you losing every time you open your mouth. That was where I came from. So, like I said, I came from a time where you do not get pregnant before 25. That was not a good idea. You were just growing up as a person, and you didn't finish college yet. You don't know what you're going to do when you grow up. You don't have no money. Where you going to live? Your mother just raised you. You want her to raise your grandchildren too? No, that's what we're not going to do. So.
Yeah, but you can't say that because my mother didn't raise my kid, and I was 20, and I had my own apartment.
Right, but you didn't know who you were.
At the end of the day,
and the struggle was real.
It was different strokes for different folks. I chose to have a baby at 20 years old because I had been pregnant several times before that with the man I was with, which was my boyfriend. I lived with for a very long time. I was like, again, I'm like, bro, I'm not having no more boys. Look, I'm gonna have this baby. We're a couple. We're together. Here comes baby. That's just what it is.
I mean,
so
I don't for a long time too.
I don't knock what you're saying, but to say, you might not know yourself or whatever be the case. I knew enough that I was looking. I knew I had career because there was no love in my house. There was nobody to hug me, kiss me, and pay me attention and tell me that I knew that one right there would be mine, and nobody could take him from me. And I knew that he would actually love me more than anybody else. So I had him for a very different reason. I knew that's what I needed at that time for me. People might have been against it. You were one of the people like, girl, you need to take your time. But Kareem didn't stop me from doing any fucking thing.
I'm not saying he stopped you, but he made it hard.
Yeah, but
the struggle
I made that
real.
Choice.
The struggle was real. A lot of things you went through, you wouldn't have went through if you didn't have another mouth to feed, another person to deal with.
I'm glad I went through that shit. And I'm glad that I had a kid, because if I'd have stayed here, nigga, I'd have been fucking crazy.
No, you would have moved out and had a life and not have to deal with dealing with it.
I would have had a life, but sometimes having certain things make you get up and do certain shit. I would have stayed here with my moms, doing absolutely nothing, being controlled, or going through what I'm going through with a family member, whatever they're doing to me, you understand, and kept running away instead of just saying, all right, you got a kid now. You're not going to have somebody treat your child funny because of the way they treated you. Because they didn't like me, they treated him funny. My child had to suffer for that. So it was time to get up and go. You understand? I would have done that eventually, but I probably would have wasted more time, or I would have stayed with her a little while longer, instead of leaving at a very young age and learning how to depend on myself. And because of that, I can still do that to this day. Because most people can't do it. Most people need other people to survive. I don't. I've been doing that shit since I was 16 years old, by my fucking self, not relying on anybody. I'm glad she acted like that. Because now I know I don't need niggas to help me. I don't codepend on, I don't rely on anyone. If somebody said they're going to do it, I'll be like, all right. And if you don't, I'll be like, it doesn't faze me. So it made me something else. My walk made me something else. And somebody that might get pregnant at 20 right now, your shit might not be my shit. You really might have to go through some other shit. I know I went through some shit. But I'm thankful for it, because the person that I am today, I had to have that shit. There's a lot of stuff you don't know went on in my house. You weren't out around.
No.
You understand?
I was not.
You and Bonita
as
were
a
very...
friend, you're not going to do it and let me know what you wanted me to know.
And I used to come to you
it.
when I was fucked up, when shit was so bad, when I didn't have no place to sleep, but she put me out again. You feel me? So I would come to Kalima's house. Kalima's house was the house. Go there, chill. Her mom was never there. Her mother wasn't there. But
never there.
Yeah.
And I ran my whole house. I was the man. I was the female. I was everybody. Wasn't nobody coming through with no bullshit. You came in. You cleaned up. I was not playing. I had it ran down.
It's true.
I was not.
And we were
playing.
Young.
There was no whole bunch of niggas in my house. With no bunch of bitches.
No,
you come through. We're gonna put in the DVD. This is old school, y'all. Old school.
Yeah.
Put in the DVD. Yeah. Watch the comedy show. Chill. Everybody get out. Ain't nobody eating none of my food. This is what we not doing. We ain't cutting school at my house. No.
Well, I will say, for young people, They were focusing on people. You feel me? Like it was always a plan. I would tell you one of these. These motherfuckers always had a plan. Oh my God. These are planning ass motherfuckers. Kalima and fucking Benita always had a motherfucking plan to become millionaires. And they was like, we're gonna do it like this, and we're gonna have this at this age, we're gonna have that at that age, and we're gonna do this. And they would save together. It was crazy to watch people who were strangers be that close and really be like, nah, nigga. If my bitch say da, this is what the fuck we do. And they really would do that. And they were like young.
Yeah.
They were focused young women.
But you know what's so crazy about
I
being
will say
focused? And I thank you very much. I appreciate that. The problem with being focused is no matter how focused you are, no matter how much you prepare, when you're that young, we started estimating we wanted to buy a house by 20. And we did. We went up the road, found the house, like, yo, we're going to buy this house right here. Had the down payment ready. We had $16,000. We only wanted us $3,000. We was ready. Mm-hmm. We didn't know, because we had no guidance, that they wanted us to have credit too. We did what we knew. We had the jobs for over 2 years. We had the bank account ready. We had all this. It was like, oh, we credit you guys. We said, credit. Credit. We need a credit card for what? Like, we didn't understand that concept, therefore we didn't get that one. Then we said, you know what? Let's try a different avenue. Went to the library. We said, maybe we can buy it outright. Waterhouse, cash. Let's go. Ready to go. You don't realize the amount of work it is to remodel a whole house through a 2-family home, 6-bedroom from scratch, and you're like 22 and 23. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, damn, how we gotta rip the walls down? Like, we gotta, hold up. We let's back up. You know, you don't realize you have to pay taxes on your house every year. You don't. These are the things that no one sits down and explains to you when you're making the maps, and when you have no one to talk to say, hey, my mother owned her home. Her mother owned her home too. They did the conventional way. The realtor told them what to do. They did what the realtor did, and they didn't know nothing else. So when I went to my family and said, hey, I want to do A and B, they're like, oh, you're doing way beyond what I know. I just went to the realtor. They told me to give them a couple of dollars and some paperwork, and I was done. And I walked in my house. You talking about remodeling. You talking about getting contractors. You talking about rentals.
You've always been a person who likes to start from scratch. You just like, you don't want to fucking easy way. This bitch, like,
I do want to easy way.
Build this
I
shit from the ground?
Nobody around me that was beyond us.
This bitch could build this shit from the ground
up.
Oh
my God.
She will get a book, learn it, and really build that shit from the fucking ground
That's
up.
Unfair. I would have loved to have people to educate me. We were around some really toxic men. We were very attractive, well put together young ladies at our time. I mean, we're not bad looking now, but we were very well put together.
It's bad looking. I'm fucking great looking.
We were well put together as young women. We looked very nice. I always was driving. We always had our own money. We never relied on anybody else. We had cell phones when they first came out, people when they first came out, all of that stuff. And we were good people. And when you're a good person, unfortunately, male and female, you attract negative people that want to leech off you. You attract negative people that want to, oh, you know how to do this? Great, teach me. And they run with it. And you're like, no, I just need a little bit of help. They're not there when you need a mover. You need 4 people to help you move your 1-bed apartment. You can't find 2 people. But when people need you, you're there. So you bump into a lot of that. I love this one. No disrespect to men. You got them older men who are leeches, who meet you. Oh, you a young one. You got a little energy. You got a little life in you. Yeah, let me tell you what to invest in over here. You invest with them, you don't realize they broke. They need you as a come up. They skate with the money, right? And that happened, yes, several times. Because as you see that they know you're naive and you're thirsty and they feel like, oh, you young, you have time to get back. You have, oh yeah, I'm 50 or I'm 30, I'm 40. I need to get it now.
That
you
wasn't
young?
Even done with a young person. I mean, an old person. That was done to me with a person that I went to high school with that I thought I could trust.
I remember when you called me.
Yes, $20,000.
I remember that shoot.
Just like that. I'm trying to invest in some shit to make some shit happen for a bit.
I remember.
And they robbed me motherfucking blind. Motherfucking blind.
That was devastating.
Yeah, because you're trying to do something other than, and you trust them. I went to high school with this person. Why would I think this person would run off with the bad? It's like giving you my bread. Like I would have felt comfortable. Listen, and any little thing you would come to me with, like, Trisha, this is a way to make money, but let me investigate first. That bitch would say that. Wait, before I take your money, ho, let me investigate. The bitch come back 3 weeks later. I'm glad I ain't take your money. This shit turned out to be but I lost So I can say that motherfucker.
I wanna bring up a topic that me and my husband talked about.
Oh wait, no pause. Don't even talk about your husband yet. Because we're gonna get into that.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't
So
worry.
we're gonna come back with this topic because these women, woo, and this scamming, I feel some type of way about them. Go ahead.
But that's not one of my topics. But I'm gonna let you veer off.
Yes.
Towards the end.
Yes. Go ahead.
All right. So what I will say is because you are okay. So let's talk about that first. You are a married woman now.
Second time.
Okay. So now we have had conversations about this. Did y'all actually go down, or is it still the common law? Like you're my husband?
Oh, you want to talk about that one? Okay. I am married similar to how the Jews and the Muslims are married. We're married. There's two ways you get married. Let everybody know. You can get married through your state, and then you can get married through your religion. Right? Both are legal. So when you get married through your state, it's the standard way that everyone knows about, which is you go down to the Justice of the Peace or the Court of Law, and you fill out the form, and it says New York State or whatever state you're in, New York State marriage certificate, right? A certificate is you being allowed to do something. You're getting permission. So people don't realize it's a contract you're signing that says, myself and my mate are married, and our marriage, she does this to people.
No, I don't. I just started smoking.
You see,
my bad. I just realized it hit you in the face.
Did you see that?
I did catch it just now.
You said you heard what she said. We did, and I don't do that to people.
I don't.
Go rewind the other videos. She blew it in another girl. I watch every video.
You watch it, but you don't like it.
Oh, I have 4 different what do you call it? Google. So I don't know which Google I liked, but you probably didn't see mine.
It's not up there. I looked for it.
No, that's why I said I have 4 different ones. I have my 2 business accounts, my married account, and myself. You only know about myself. So I'll make sure I do it on myself. So what happens is, let's go back to it. When you get married with you yourself in the state. So you technically, this is the order of operations. The state has hierarchy over your marriage. Then it's your husband. Then it's you. So the state dictates the laws of your marriage. Now you're thinking, what do you mean? You cannot just all of a sudden say, I don't want to be married today. I'm done with you. And he goes, you know what? Me too. And you separate. Absolutely not. The state says, no. We rule your marriage. You come back to us. These are our rules. You have to be separated for more than 1 year, I think it is. You have to, it's a whole list.
Yeah,
you have to go get a lawyer. You have to go file in the court. If there's any children, we got to go over that. The state is in charge of your marriage. Now, when you are married, like for example, I'm using this particular, I keep saying the Jews, that's a particular religion that does it a certain way, right? When you marry, there's other religions that do it too. When you're married in that manner, you are now going down to your religious entity and saying, I would like to be married. They agree to give you a little bit of counseling. You now have a ceremony of people in your village or your community that witness the wedding. You doctor up a form called is it an affidavit? No, hold on. I forgot the name of it. Which you're informing. You're informing the state I am married. It's a difference. And then you go down to the county, you provide them with that document, and they say, okay, well, thank you for letting us know you're married. We'll file this. Whoop, now you're married. So when you want to get divorced, you go back to your religious entity and say, hey, I would like to get divorced. And they then say, well, what do you guys want to do? And you guys have a nice adult meeting.
That's a lie.
Why is that a lie? It's only the same one piece of paper.
That shit is a lie.
It's the same exact thing as going down to the city.
I'm sure it is.
It's identical. It's just that the entity, let's say it's your pastor will hand you the form compared to your state handing you the form.
So let me ask you a question.
There is no difference.
So, all right, so God forbid he passed.
Yes.
You still responsible for him?
Which way? In the state or with the regular way? Which one? The religious or the state one?
The religious.
The religious one is exactly how the state is. Now, this is what people don't understand. When you're married in the state, technically, you still have to write his name down for things. For example, when you get when he passes away, what's that thing called? Insurance policy. You have to write who the beneficiaries are. Even if you're married or not, doesn't matter. Because I can now say, Trisha gets my money. my husband will have to go down there and fight Trisha for his what he feels is his cut, right? So he's not guaranteed anything unless I don't write anything down, right? So if I say, hey, I want to leave my house to a dog, I can't. And my husband gets nothing because that's what I did with my hat, right? You can do that with the state, but now the state says, hey, come down to court. Let's see if she was in her right mind. Okay, we prove she was in her right mind. Okay. All right. Well, how much of the house did you put in? You see, they start looking for ways to give you this house because technically your wife did what she wanted with her property, right? So now you have that problem. So the state usually gives this word of saying, well, if you don't do anything, your husband automatically gets it. So that you just don't do anything and then he just automatically gets it, right? So that also falls when you do it through your religion. If my husband passes away, I automatically get it. Who's disputing? The state is not taking me to court. There's no one disputing. It's the same concept. He can now go and write down beneficiary to anyone.
So are you entitled to like a Social Security and things like that?
That's unfortunately because that's latched to the state.
Okay.
That's latched to the state. But now I can go in and provide documentation to Social Security that we would common law marriage.
Okay.
So now we fall under that statute for the state, and they have to honor that statute after 10 years.
Okay.
So now I still get the benefits regardless.
It's like, listen, when you said it to me, I was like, okay, that's different. I was like, okay. I didn't really know the ins and outs of it, so I was like, one day I'm gonna ask you about it. I never thought I would have a show, and then we asking you about this shit. You feel me? But it was like I wanted to hear like how that went. Or is that any different from common law marriage? Is there like anything that...
The difference is that common law marriage is just we happen to be standing next to each other long enough that it happens, and I can pull it out if I like, and then I gotta prove to an entity, which is your state and your federal government, that we were together, compared to us agreeing that we're together, and it's documented. Okay. And now that documentation starts the day we agree.
It's different. Good. So I'm gonna tap in a little bit about sex, as far as because I believe you've experienced sex with all different entities. The way I've experienced sex with all different entities.
I've been engaged 7 times. I would think somebody likes me.
Yeah. So not so much like not engaged yourself. What I mean is, all right, you have relationship sex,
right?
You have sneaky link sex.
Yes.
You have one night stand sex.
Okay.
All right. Those are all different sexes, different types of sexes.
Yes.
Right. And what I want to know is, when you have a partner, right? Do you do the things with your partner?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
Whatever she get ready to say, no, you don't.
Okay.
Let me look at the camera. No, you don't.
Okay.
No, you don't.
Because I definitely
you are limited.
I feel like
you are limited.
Something is. Listen.
You are a different person.
If a man.
Sneaky leaky.
Right.
You are a different person.
Right.
A side person. With your mate, you like, I can't put my finger in his ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be nice. But the dude I don't know, shut up. You know you like this. It's different. You don't do that. It's different.
It's over there, die.
It's different.
My poor Jalen.
You okay?
Sorry, babe.
Jalen, how old are you? I'm sorry, Jalen.
He ready though. He need that.
How are you, sweetheart? I'm so sorry.
That's okay. So,
God, jeez, I'm not PG-13.
No, she's not. So,
I am so. Did they shit people? Because y'all religious. I know y'all religious. Did shit people warn y'all?
No.
I'm a heathen. Did she tell y'all about me first?
So check
What
this
she
out.
sent me over here?
What I will say is,
Yes.
I feel like the things that you do with your partner, some things you gotta save for just your partner.
Yes.
I don't want you to do to me what you did with other people. Something to me has to be different with me. If you say, I know sex is, whatever. All right, listen. That's like, okay, your dude, he makes love to you all the time, right? And you know 100% this man is not into you. He's not like you. Despise toes, but he sucks your toes. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. So that's the shit I'm talking about. Like, something has to be saved for that person that you haven't done with any other person. You feel me?
Absolutely not for me.
Not for you. You feel like, okay.
I feel like those other people were your experiments, was your getting to know who you are, was your finding what works for you. And then, of course, you're going to do that duplicated element here. If you don't like toes, please don't touch my feet. I don't want you, getting turned off. I don't want you cringing. I don't want you feeling like I gotta do something special for her. I don't want you to feel like you're being forced.
That's not listen, and this is why I'm saying to you, it's not the feet, it's your feet.
Mm-mm.
Do you understand? It ain't got nothing
My
to
foot
do.
the same as everybody else's foot.
No, not for him, because he looks at you differently. There's something different about you. Do you understand? There are certain things I won't do to certain men because this is nigga. I'm gonna do it all. But I don't want to do that to everybody. It would be this particular person because there's something about this person that turns me on. I've done a lot of shit. I haven't done all shit, but there's some shit that I want to do. But I want to do it with this person. Does that make sense? I don't know. You know, I'm a fucking hopeless romantic.
Yes, because child, I ain't got none. Get it in. You playing. How many lives you got? One. What do you think? Average person dies at between 60 and 70. Stop playing. I'm 47. Get it in. Get it in. Why you ain't getting in yet? You waiting? Wow. Shoot.
So that brings me to something else. All right?
Yes.
Is it okay to say, okay, you eating niggas' asses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all break up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Does it
But you
mean
tell the
that?
community what?
But does that mean that eating a nigga's ass? Does it mean that this guy just likes his ass eaten by different women?
No, I'm a very
Or
aggressive
because
person. I can't.
That's just a part of sex.
That's hard for me to do. That's hard for me to answer because I'm very aggressive.
Okay.
Extremely.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really. Let me rephrase that. I'm not aggressive with my husband. I'm very feminine with my husband because that's the one thing that Trisha was saying that's the thing you say for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when she says that in foot, I was like, but I think about it. I'm very girly.
And this is not a girly person.
And I'm not.
And I'm not either. But this person makes me.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm like, what the fuck is that shit?
Feminine with him.
Yes.
He actually complains like, hey, because he remember when we did it before we became an item. He's like, you're not the same. I'm like, well, I don't have to be like that, And he kind of misses it sometimes. I throw it in very sparingly, and I mean too sparing for him. He wishes it was a little bit more, but very sparingly.
So what are some of the things that you do when you say he wants like that old thing back? When you say he misses that, what does he miss? Like, what do you do to him that he like? Ooh, I like when you did that.
I don't get on top.
Huh?
Yes, I don't get on top.
That's the only way I could come.
Nope, I don't get on top.
Holy fuck.
I don't do. I don't do shower sex.
I like shower sex.
Let me think.
I mean, there's no purpose in shower sex.
There's no purpose.
Because it ain't gonna feel good. It's just like, I'm just taking the shower and your dick got hard and we happy to fuck.
Right.
That's how I take shower sex. I'm not gonna come. You're not gonna come. It's just the whole splashing in the water. It looks good. What up, Twitch?
You said, what do I do or don't do?
No, what is it? Okay, so what is it that he misses? He's like, yo, you different. What is it that you started doing different?
That's how I was a heathen. She's a very religious woman.
That's right. Praise God. That's something too in Jesus' name.
Goes
Hallelujah.
To
God has showed me how to suck a couple
of
eggs.
Beautiful church people are here. So I want to say that I am.
That's what I want.
I have a thing for fellatio. So I have this thing where, you know how a gentleman's laying down and you're like down there doing your thing. I have a thing with putting not my husband obviously, legs over my shoulders and picking him up and carrying him around the house while I'm giving him fellatio. I'm very aggressive, like I said. I'm into like him pretzeling, like I'm into the Kama Sutra. So I would like give him head from behind or, it's just really aggressive. If his knees are not touching his ears, I can't come. Like I'm very aggressive orally, right? So I don't do those things. Do you like a guy to come in your mouth? Well, that's how you don't have children. That's the new abortion. See that? That's how you save the abortion clinic money. You gotta not.
So you goggling.
You do not
swallowing. Is we goggling, swallowing?
Everybody, I got an IUD. I tied my tooth and birth and I'm still swallowing. Y'all play too much. Okay, the Lord gave you free abortion. Let's go right here.
I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy, but just with the person that I like.
I'm not against it. Like I said, I'm very feminine with him. I'm very feminine. And I,
So-
I believe in the Kama Sutra. The Kama Sutra is
Alright,
very
so
bendy.
This is dope because
Very
we are
bendy.
both I am very alpha female, extremely alpha female. You are very alpha female. Most relationships I have, if people don't know me, they know me like, oh, Trisha just loves love, but not as the person that I am behind closed doors. I may appear as a person that may seem softer, but I'm not. I'm very rough with men, but it would take a certain amount of man to actually like bring me down to size, and I feel comfortable with letting that person do that. Because some people, once they see that softer side, then they want to fucking play in your face, or they feel like, oh, she's very I don't know, like, I don't know. Some people just take the kindness for weakness, or just being too passive.
Okay.
Too passive. And then when you get this other side, some men don't even know what to do with that. You know what I mean? Then you're called, what am I called now? A nympho.
Oh, I don't know that word. Yeah, I don't have this.
So I'm like, just because I am a woman who likes sex, took me a long time to say that, because it took me a long time to enjoy it, because what I was having before wasn't sex. It was just, I was just fucking.
Oh, wow.
Now I'm actually like, I'm enjoying the act of sex, because now I don't care what you're doing. I'm gonna make sure I come. I don't even give a fuck if you're in the room or not. I don't even care. I don't even need you at this point. But I like your energy. You feel me? Like, I like that you're here with me. You know what I mean? Like, you're joining me. I'm not joining you. I'm fucking you. You're not fucking me. I'm now doing the fucking, and I get to pick who I want to fuck, how I want to fuck them, however I want to fuck them, and if I want to continue to fuck them. And if I don't, then I don't. And that took a long time to just, I guess that's like femininity, like at its high. It took a long time for me to even just be that and be okay with that without people making me feel like something is wrong with that. It takes a long time to find out who you are when there's so much trauma connected to you, because you got to climb through all of that first and then figure out what you are. By the way, I've looked at you for many, 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 many years. You're very beautiful.
Oh, thank you. What made
The
you say
lip
that?
looks like the face looks good.
Because my
You know what it is?
daughter,
This
first of all,
motherfucker
check
never
and knowing.
really
It's called check and knowing. This new stuff. They stop you from aging. I'm trying to do my thing. 50 coming today. No, really, check knowing.
Well,
I can give you a bottle.
I've been doing
But you have the tattoo for your mom.
red light therapy.
Oh, I never heard that one.
So it's a whole mask there. I also do the one where you can actually just draw up your collarbone every night.
Okay.
I'm very, very heavily into skincare now, because I'm doing preventative stuff.
Yes,
I take
that's what I'm
collagen
doing.
now. I take a lot of vitamins now, and most of it because it has a lot to do with my skin and how my skin looks. I'm 47 years old. Bitch didn't say happy birthday.
I damn sure didn't. I didn't.
This bitch is
Valentine's Day, we was
fake
busy.
ass,
I was
phony,
busy.
Fake
I was
friend.
busy. Her birthday was Valentine's Day. I was busy.
Still cool.
I was busy. You know, I
Shoot
was
a
busy.
text.
You know I was busy.
Happy birthday, bitch. You made it to 47.
I was superbusy.com. I was super busy. I had things to do. We used to do things
See that
for
shit
several
right
days. Several
Nigga.
days.
there? Nigga get a whole fucking man. And this is the shit. This is the behavior I get.
What are you talking about?
This bitch is the
Let me explain
always show
something
up
to you.
on time, bitch. You can always
Listen,
rely on Kalima.
listen.
Not lately.
Listen.
This bitch like, I'm living my own fucking life. Fuck you bitches and fuck you. I'm like, yo, this bitch is different.
Listen.
Listen to me.
I was listening.
Listen to me. Pause for a
Don't worry
second.
about the birthday. I'm there every time.
Motherfucking Jade and Jalen. How much did I complain about this bitch?
Oh, probably a lot.
I complained like a motherfucker. I'm like, something is wrong with her. She's mad different.
Yo.
Bitch, no, you can't. No, we're not saying you can't have your
Listen,
man.
I know it's not my man. Let me tell you, it's not my man. It
Then
wasn't
what
him.
the fuck
Because I was
is it?
married before and I wasn't like that when I was tall. I was engaged to black. I wasn't like that. So it doesn't matter.
Are
It
you
wasn't-
happy?
It was, yes, but that's not the point. It wasn't that, it wasn't my mate. It was me. You get to a certain point in your life where you sit down and you go, I've always been a reliable one, but I can't call nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had money in my pocket, but when I need $10, they ain't got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had a car. My car break down. Nobody can't pick me up.
Mm-hmm.
So you become a person where you say, you know what? I ain't got time for them neither. People make time for what they want to make time for, right? And you were raised with your family, you can't get rid of them, obviously. Co-workers, you can throw away co-workers. Friends, you can get new friends if you want. It's up to you. Or you can rebox your friends. I'm not someone who throws away people, so I rebox people.
What the fuck did I say?
What?
What did I say? Is that on the confirmation? Continue.
You rebox people.
What the fuck I said?
Just, I've been
What
with
the fuck did I fucking say, bitch?
You said that? You said that I said to somebody? You rebox people? Well, that's a good thing. I'm not going to throw good people away. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just that.
What did I say to you?
Sometimes you got to say,
yo, when I say God, when I say that nigga is for real, let me tell you something.
You said something about reboxing people?
Yes, I fucking did. Yes, the fuck I did.
Well, I think it's the age. We're both 47.
No,
it's around that time you get in your life when you say, okay, I got to start recalculating.
Here's the crazy shit. I heard everything that you said. Do you know that you never come to me for help? Do you know that you've never said, yo, if I'm fucked up, you've never asked me for help? The most you've ever asked me for a friend is to get your child from school. That's it. You don't come to me. How about that? How about that?
There's a reason for that.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. That's a real moment.
What do you mean?
You don't ask me for
No,
shit.
I don't.
So that's your fault.
No, it's
that
not
you
my
don't
fault.
use your fucking friend.
No.
That's up the fucking block.
No,
Because, bitch,
no.
if I can't figure something out,
No.
I fucking call and be like, Kalima, I'm not sure.
No.
If you have the time, but lately, you've been mishandling me, bitch.
No.
You've been fucking, rebox me, hoe. Fix the box that you put me in and get me the fuck up out of there, because you're wilding.
Yo.
Because let me tell you something. This shit,
Oh, my God.
I'm so angry with you.
Why? I didn't do shit.
Fix the box, bitch.
Oh, my God.
That you put me in.
What
Because
happened?
what I said about, listen, bitch. Let me tell you something.
Somebody defend me. I need the crew in
No defending. No
the crew
defending.
need to jump in.
No
Come on back.
fucking
We got crew in
defending.
the back here showing love. Crew.
Let me tell
Help
you
me.
something, bitch.
Jesus is calling you. You are here as a witness.
You have
Help
never
me.
said, let's do business together, girl. You've never said, yo, like how you said with Benita.
Yeah.
And I can't compare you and Benita. That's why I don't want to say nothing. Because I can't really compare that. You feel me?
Okay.
But if it's not Benita, bitch, I was next. You feel me?
Okay.
All right, no, shut the fuck up. Okay? Because you would have never handled Benita like that.
No, I wouldn't have
Oh,
wouldn't have handled
you
it
damn
like
right you wouldn't. That lets me know I'm
Help me!
No, help me! No.
Jesus sweats! What the fuck, y'all?
You want me to turn the AC on?
What malicious thing I gotta say to get y'all motherfuckers to jump off? Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yes.
I'm listening.
Mishandle.
This is when you get read by your friend.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
absorb and
Yeah.
give them a chance
Yeah.
to speak. You have to adjust it because your friends have feelings about you as well, and you have to be able to be strong enough to say, "I was wrong. I gotta listen." Trisha, go ahead. That's why you keep seeing me do this. Holy Jesus, somebody help me, because I'm not. Go ahead.
Let me tell you, I had to pray about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's how deep it was for me. Because I'm like, I have to say something to her. Because it was fucking with me.
Okay.
That. I'm like, all right, we had I'm going to be so fucking real. When we were younger, right, you weren't really my friend.
Right.
Okay? So, you're not really my friend. These bitches is jumping me every fucking day, all the time. You really wasn't part of that shit. But you knew about it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
None of my business.
So, I'm like, alright, this is my nigga, but it's not my nigga. Like, we became friends by default. We lived up a lot.
Right.
And we had nothing in common. It just was like, alright, you live right there. Fuck
Right.
it. Cool. Now, eventually, you found out those niggas wasn't shitty.
Right.
And then it was like, okay. So maybe you realize, maybe you box me then. Okay? Maybe you put me in another box then.
Yes.
Yes.
Now let's.
No, you don't get to say nothing.
What?
No, you don't get to say
Shit,
nothing.
no defense.
Okay, no.
Okay.
So you put me in this box, wherever the fuck you put me
It
in.
was a better box. Let's start with that. Amazing fucking box. Keep in mind you.
Scares you, don't it?
What?
It scares you, don't it?
So, again, it was a really good box. Let's start with that for the press. She was in a
Tell me I don't
nobody.
be low with though.
She was in a nobody. You just a neighbor living in the neighborhood box too. Yo, that's a good bitch. We started evaluating. Yo, she alright. We're gonna come by the crib. We're gonna make sure she alright. I check her. I
Pause.
check for her. Do
She
I not?
does.
There you go. Go ahead.
Pause
Go
now.
ahead. So I
So-
put you in a better box. Go ahead.
We're in a better box.
Yes.
I started dating a guy named Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Ron tells me you hit him. We stopped speaking for a very long time. You leave. I don't see you. All right? But we don't. I think I spoke to your mother every now and then. Come on, your mother says, Kalima had a baby. I said, what? Wow, because I still would check on your mother.
Right.
I said, okay. Next couple months, she's telling me how smart Niza is. Is it Niza?
Yeah.
Yes. My granddaughter is brilliant. I'm listening to your mother like, what? You are really into these kids. She was like, you don't understand these grandkids, boy. And then she says, oh, she had another baby. I said, Kalima had what? 2 kids. I was like, what? Still shocking me because I know you're anti against the kids. So now I'm like, well, when she's coming back up here?
But I had my first daughter at 30 at that point. My first child at 30. So that's a reasonable time.
I don't even know where you was. I just knew you was going for a really long time.
15 years. 15, 16 years.
So where all of that time has passed, I'm an easy breezy person. You feel me? I'm not with Ron anymore. I don't really give a fuck about that shit. It is what it is. We speak about this. We actually had this conversation. It's crazy because most people don't remember things because it doesn't happen to them.
No, I remember Ron specifically. I remember where he worked. I remember what he looked like.
Do you want me to show you what he showed me, what you did to him? Yeah. That's how I knew you really did that shit. Stand up.
Let me stand up. Hold on. Let me tuck in my 50-year-old gut.
This is Kalima's real movements in real time. All right? This has always been Kalima.
Yeah.
All right? Matter of fact, this is Chanel 69 at this point.
Yeah.
Tongue rolling. I don't know if y'all can see. Put that camera up.
Okay.
Back up. Damn,
Back up.
the camera.
Can
you get up?
Watch those knees.
That's why I had to back up.
So,
and the whole, I can't even get down low no more. Okay? Down here. You did that move so often. I said, what she did to you? When he showed me, I said,
where the fuck was we at that I did that shit?
At one of the shows.
At a show. That don't fucking count.
It does count.
I'm on work mode.
Why I'm on work mode. For your fucking job.
I'm on work mode. I'm in literally work mode.
Can't work on.
That's not hitting on a motherfucker. I'm on work mode.
Girl.
I'm on work mode.
Pause.
At the time I'm at work mode, that don't even count. We gonna throw that in the garbage.
No.
All the way. We gonna throw that in the trash.
You
never asked the boy for nothing, never got none of that shit. You handed me his number for an emergency. He called me. I said, how the fuck you got my number? He said, oh, remember my wife gave me, because I was engaged. Remember Trisha gave me and you the number because I had to pick you up or something like that. And he was like, oh, call Kalima, I don't know the address, something like that. And you gave him my number, something like that. And that's how I was like, oh, what's the problem? Oh, yeah, we having issues. I'm like, well, okay, we'll call your man. Why are you calling me? Call your man. And I called you and said, yo, your mate just called me. He wilding.
I think that's Kendall you talking about. I ain't talking about
No, I know who I'm talking about. I remember when he called.
Okay.
And I was like, he wilding. Oh, no, what do you mean? How he got your number? I was like, what are you talking about? And we spoke about it. I said, you gave me his number. You gave him my number and gave me his number. From that time, we went out, blah, blah, blah. He was like, okay. I'm like, yo, y'all going through something? You was like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay. Why he calling me? Well, you the only friend I got that he know personally. That's probably what it is. I said, yo, he need not be ringing my phone. You was like, well, you need to not be flirting with him because da-da-da-da. I'm
so
like,
I did
what
say
the
something
fuck?
to you.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, flirting with this brother. What are you talking about? Why are he lying on me?
This is the conversation we had.
Over the phone, I was like, yo, Trish, I'm telling you right now, it ain't happened. I'm telling you right now, it ain't happened.
So, we're going to take that into consideration, that situation. I thought it was that situation ago. I threw the situation away because you moved different. He wasn't weird to me. Once after it was done and we spoke, it went right back to just being normal.
Because it was never a problem.
And you showed up as a friend, and I was like, okay. When I was getting them phone calls like, oh, I'm just checking in on you. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, okay, Kalima. Okay, maybe this is my motherfucking friend. All right? So now, as of lately, and I'm going to say this is recently, maybe the end of last year, going into this year, movement's different. I said, something's going on. Something's off. Something is weird. I was like, all right. Yesterday, even when you called me, and I said, Kalima, I got a migraine. I'll call you back.
It's okay.
I didn't even hear you say okay. All I heard was good.
Oh, no. I said, okay, good.
I said, did she hang up on me?
No.
I was like, all right. So I'm like, I am not aware. One thing about me, I'm going to pick up her energy every fucking time. I said to Jay, I didn't use the word box, but I said, Let me start saying it right. Because I'm going to say it wrong. And she had to correct me.
Compartmentalize.
Yes. I said she has.
Because Jay's determined not to speak, as you can tell.
She's trying to
getting under this.
She's determined. I'm looking at her face like, I'm not even going to say the fucking word. And then she might drag me in. I ain't doing this shit. Fuck it. Figure the word out. Say it wrong.
Because I couldn't figure, from this morning when I woke up, I said, I'm going to have to talk to Clem. I have to talk to Clem. He stayed and said, Auntie Trisha, you going to do it before the show or after? I said, before. But you got here late.
Mad late. I hate shit. Because I hate shit. 15 whole minutes.
And I drove past your house to show them how
and I live 7 houses.
Did I say it was 7 houses away?
Maybe 9. Maybe 9 houses. 1 or 2 burnt down or something bad that you through the years. See, I hate shit.
Because we both was like, I was like,
when she called me, trust me, I was in there trying to put on lipstick. I said, I'm butt ass naked. That's the girl putting my socks on. Oh, child, Lord,
you
the
live
lies.
up
The lies you tell.
So I said, all right.
But I was rushing them. I was
said,
late rushing.
But when I seen you
Quick
come
fast.
in, her energy was different. So I said, okay, I won't attack her yet.
See this? It shouldn't be attacked. We're having friend intervention. This is why me and Benita last 32 years. She has 1 inch. She was like, yo, let me talk to you for a minute, homie. I'm like,
because I'm not gonna hold you. I even thought about calling her. That's how frustrated I was.
Yo, let me tell y'all, for everybody listening in the group, I don't know how close you are with your friends. For some apparent reason, my family and friends, even my husband, it seems to be that they feel like they should snitch on me to Benita before they get to me.
Because that's the only bitch she treats nicely.
I'm not a harsh person. You see, I'm listening. Am I being mean? Am I unapproachable?
Nobody knows who Benita is.
No, but me. Now that you said nobody here. That was the bestie. That was a good one.
That was good.
But do I seem to be unapproachable? I don't think I'm unapproachable.
No.
I'm willing to listen. But
Let me
everybody go, oh yeah, because I had to call Benita first. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
How about I didn't call her? But the point is, let me tell you something.
But the thought of I should do
let me tell you why. I just wanted to know if she received the same behaviors.
Never.
So I'm like, if she doesn't receive that, do y'all sometimes go through something?
Always.
Okay, so I need to know that there's something like that in you, so I know how to approach. Because I'm like, maybe you're being sensitive, maybe you bugging the fuck out, but I know this bitch is acting different,
right?
And you have to say something if you consider yourself a friend. Otherwise, you're gonna have her here today and cut her off and say fuck it and never say anything.
Right?
Do you understand?
You're correct for doing what you're doing. Number 1, I commend you.
Pause. And because I never say anything, because I never open my mouth, because I let things fly. Because I don't say, I just let shit go down and I just be like it's nothing. And lately, whatever God is doing to me, He tells me, stop going by what you're seeing, how it's making you feel. It was making me feel bad. Because I'm like, is this person my friend or not? And if I got a question, if you're my friend or not, that's a problem. I'm like, I need to know, like, my nigga, I just need to know who is who in my...
Right. The thing is, some of my actions have been distant.
Yes.
Based on response from you.
Okay.
You've been going through your transition.
Yes.
I've been giving you time.
Okay.
You've been very snappy.
Okay.
You've been very cut-offish.
Yes.
I said, let me give the girl some space.
That doesn't mean
so
for you to give me back the same energy that had nothing to do with you.
I wasn't giving you energy like that.
Did.
Maybe I did it on purpose. By accident, and I'm sorry. It was not on purpose. But the thing was, I was doing the, let me not call them.
I'm going through something.
Let me give a person some space. Because if you're going to attack me, that means you need more space. Until you're ready to get yourself together and I come back, everything's back to normal. That's how I look at it. Because people go through transitions in life.
It's never going back to normal. This is who I am now.
Right.
And I do
not believe that.
I don't know.
I'm not going to believe that you snapping,
me snapping?
You snapping, which I've never experienced from you.
When did I snap at you?
I would call you. And you would go, you know I'm asleep.
Oh, whoa. Everybody knows that shit.
I'm like, whoa. You sleep multiple different hours of the day.
No.
You do. You changed up your sleeping habits. You have to remember, I've been 32 years with you. I'm not these new people that don't know you. I went through sleeping habits when everything was sleeping in the day, then sleeping at night. Then you had a Mora, so you were sleeping during certain hours. then you see what I'm saying? I went through transitions of times. So if you change your time up, you snap it at me. I'm like, I don't know this time. Why can't it be, hey, I'm asleep? So I'm like, whoa. That's how you answer your phone. You know what? She's going through something. Let me let her slide.
But the point is, I still answered, and I wasn't answering for nobody.
Then I would call a different hour.
So I want you to.
I don't know
because let me tell you something.
That's back to when you said I'm not telling people things. So you want people to guess information about you that they don't know.
For me to pick up, I wouldn't have picked up. Do you understand? I am literally. I just said to people, I only fuck with 5 people. I don't let nobody get through my phone is right now on motherfucking do not disturb. It doesn't turn off. Not on top of the do not disturb is a meditation. So from that time to that it goes into that. And from that to that it goes off. I don't, and if you call me and if I answer, because either I'm thinking something is wrong, because you don't really call unless you can say what's up or something, you might need me for something. So I'm going to answer your phone calls because you're important. Not everybody was getting that, Kalima.
I don't know that.
Okay, so just to let you know.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, I did. If y'all say, but if you say, yo, my nigga, I'd have been like, all right. You also have a thing, even if I tell you I'm asleep sometimes, guess what you do?
Yeah, but you be all right. Listen.
Right. Exactly.
Listen. Let me tell you why I do that.
I just gotta sit there and stuff, and I'll be like,
listen. Let me tell you why I do that. Okay? I have a
so now I got rough with your ass. You hung the fuck up. But look, otherwise you gonna push your way through.
That's right.
Where's my boundaries?
I have a
now you mad because I got
boundaries of making sure people understand. I believe I'm important. You can give me 3 minutes. That's just me because I treat people a certain way. So my thing is when I'm sleeping, I did night shift for 15 years. And therefore I had to be like, okay, I gotta pick up the phone sometime because everybody's not gonna be up at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? So because I did that for people and I let them know, you know I work night shift, Yeah, but you got 10 minutes. Yeah, but you can come over here real quick and help me out with this and that and the third. And I'm coming over with my eyes bleeding to help you out with whatever you got going on. Yeah, you're gonna answer my goddamn phone call and give me 3 minutes of your life. That's how I feel.
But all I did was set a boundary.
And I'm not mad at your boundary.
But look how you treated
I felt like
me
I shouldn't be in that section.
Just like I shouldn't be in that section.
I was like, oh, that means she met them other bitches. She met the other bitches. Because it's me. Maybe she didn't see Kalima was on the phone. It's me, Trisha. It's Kalima. Yeah, so what I was saying was, because I don't call you often.
Here's
so
the thing.
My thing is, I don't call you often.
Nobody was getting to.
Right. Okay.
To where people had to really be
so now we have
popping
an
up.
Understanding though.
People had to pop up like, are you okay? My family's in the house with me. I don't come out here for like 3 fucking months. I call upstairs the baby and come back down. Like I'm not with anyone. There's no replacement. There's no
but
other
you have
friend.
to understand the people outside don't know. That's back to what you were saying. Yo, I need to start saying things. Because you're expecting people to respond.
Because I don't say anything.
Right, but you're expecting a response with them not having enough knowledge.
Caught you. So, for future
I feel like this is a misunderstanding.
Here's the crazy shit. You are definitely a Taurus. Big shout out to Taurus. My best friend is a Taurus.
May 11th, coming up.
Jesus
Christ. Don't hesitate to send the gifts. I'm a gardener now. I garden.
This fucking girl
garden
did the same shit to me. Like
your bestie?
Yes. And I had to check her right here on the show, same thing. No. And she had to turn my light. I'm sorry, T. Because like at the end of the day, bro, you guys have to know, like, let me tell you something. I'm very different.
She's supposed to be updated though. I can understand. I'm not updated.
But the problem was, she had fell off as a friend.
Oh.
So because she fell off as a friend, and then I put up a post saying I don't even have friends no more. She thought I was talking to her, which had nothing to do with her. Mm-hmm. I had cleared everybody. Do you understand? And kind of started fresh with everybody, like just to see what people are in my life, because I know God is taking me someplace else, and not everybody's supposed to go with me, because I have a very free hand. You understand? Like the first thing I do, when I get my, I'll be like, yo, I want you to go to bed. You understand? That's my heart for my friend. You guys don't realize when I think of money, I don't think about money. I think about how I can help everything and everyone around me. I don't want to thrive by myself. I want to thrive with all you niggas. I want all y'all niggas to know. My nigga, you're fucking brilliant. Why wouldn't I have a person around you on my motherfucking team? I'm like, this bitch ain't even come see about the show. You know what I mean? I'm like,
I text.
I was like, wow.
I text.
Kalima, no.
I text and confirm.
Kalima.
I did. Didn't I text you? And confirm
Kalima.
and gave date options.
Kalima, you supposed to be a long time ago.
Yes, I was.
You supposed to be like the number 1, 2, and the 3.
First 4 weeks.
Yeah.
The first 4 weeks.
And then you kept pushing me down and pushing me down. I was like, is she doing this to me on purpose?
You had to get your bearings.
So I said,
Your energy was off.
I said, let me watch this motherfucker, see how.
Your energy was
And let,
off.
no,
I was
energy
giving
was
you
up. That's
some
why
time.
Stu was giving you. I appreciate you hitting me up. Thank you so much. I'm like, you wanna play with me, bitch?
That's what I tried.
Yeah,
She sent me that drive. She sent me the drive. Oh, thank you so much
I
for
appreciate.
giving up.
Yeah.
And then she said to her assistant, "Here you go deal with her, cause I'm mad at her right now." I said, "Oh, she
No,
mad at me."
listen.
I said, "Look, Benita, she just sent me a whole nother nigga. Look at this number. I don't even know who the fuck this is."
It's not my assistant.
Oh, who is it? Oh,
You don't have to get into it.
This is the producer of the show.
Oh, the producer. I'm sorry.
So-
Producer.
It's
I'm
a-
so
So
sorry.
sometimes confirming with you is to make sure before we type things up, before we put, she's got work to do.
Yeah.
You feel me? So we want to make sure this person is coming. We want to make sure, we confirm, we get it in locked in, we do it the right way. You understand? It looks professional.
I was sending professional.
You was sending.
I was sending.
Type
I wasn't
ass.
sending homie. I was sending professional. Right, producer.
for absolutely nothing. Bright producer.
I was
She
sending
did
professional.
all of that shit for nothing.
I'm here.
Because the bitch was over here healing and trying to get her motherfucking mind together.
Listen,
This fucking bitch don't even know half the shit I've been through. And the only reason why they know is because I've been really talking about it.
right, which is good.
Yes,
That's the
because
first priority.
I am healing from it, so now I can walk in my truth. I can say things and not feel no kind of way. And I don't care how people think. I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what you say about me. I don't care. I'm going to let you know this is what happened to me. And cool. And I know now why I'm promiscuous. You know what I mean? Like, it was so many answers I got just sitting in here by myself. I wanted to connect with my friends. I wanted to see y'all. But God was not letting me eat. Like, I need you to concentrate. Because if you go do something else, and I knew that shit. I knew that. Something triggered me. He woke me up. Boom. No, bitch. Enough. You're gonna fucking drown, my nigga. You guys don't even know how much I've been through this.
Deep breath.
You know what I mean?
Deep
No. So, I'm proud of myself. I don't need a treatment.
You doing what's best for you. There's
I
nothing wrong
had
with
to.
it.
Because
There's nothing wrong with it.
it's hard trying to find people to treat you the way you want to be treated. Like, people who I said was my friends were never my friends. Never.
I know. I went through several of these young ladies who are amazing people.
So
Shout
now
out to
I'm like,
amazing people.
I'm looking at you like, I can't take another person. You feel me? I had to
Thank
cut
you.
somebody off. I remember one day I had to go to the doctor. And I was so overwhelmed at the doctor's office. He said, what's the matter? And I said, I'm just upset. He said, why? I said, because I just lost somebody. Again, who I thought was my friend. I'm like, well, how many people you going to strip me down to? I got to have somebody. You know what I mean? And then he was like, you don't, actually. All you need to do is rely on you. And everything else that's supposed to be there will fall into place. Stop depending on people to make you smile. Stop depending on people to make you feel okay about yourself. Stop depending on people to tell you you're beautiful. Tell yourself that.
Mm-hmm. All the time.
Because man, I did not believe that ever when I heard it. Beautiful. I was like, oh, thank you. Don't know what to say. Shy away from it. Very weird. You know, I'm learning now how to say, okay, maybe you are that girl. You know what I mean? It's okay to say you've done some things and you've accomplished something, and yeah, you should be proud. I got a divorce.
Yes.
And I didn't celebrate it.
Yeah, why you never the first one? I thought the paper was about.
I should have, but
Why'd you make the face?
I didn't realize we didn't sell that.
No, I didn't know. I knew she was doing paperwork. I didn't know it was going to go through so quickly.
yo,
So
like,
you know how many divorce parties did we go to back in the day? I thought you'd automatically just do a
yo,
divorce
that's
party.
crazy. I didn't acknowledge. It was just like, all right, God, next thing. Like I was just ready to keep going. Like,
Right.
I'm like, you healing, you getting better. Like, let's go. Like, what's next? So I didn't, and God was like, yo, you got to celebrate that. That's something to be celebrated. That's something you did good. Like, you went through some shit with this person.
Yes.
Like,
Take him away. Never take
honestly,
him
even when you wanted your husband to come home, like, let me tell you something. One, I don't do company, but two, let me tell you why. Sometimes I don't like to bring. I don't think I've brought much men to your house that I've dated. If it is, it's probably in walk. No, you know why?
At the door.
Yeah, because honestly, men are weird. You saw that shit my husband did.
Yeah.
Pulled up to your house to ask you for money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? Like, sometimes you shouldn't know where my friends are because you do weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
And not to say that I would have known. I would have never would have guessed he would have done something like that.
Me neither. So where the freak is Fisher? Why am I looking at you, sir?
At the end of the day, y'all, I wish everybody peace, light, hope. You know, if you're going through shit with your kids, I wish you the best of luck. That shit ain't easy. And if you got some great kids, I hope that they find people to die with, because you need your own friend to die with.
That's right.
I hope that
Get your own
if
homie.
you have a friend
Get your village.
and you feel like something is wrong with the relationship, that you address it and fix it immediately in moments and in times. Because I could have not said nothing, she could have not said nothing, and we would have left here and been like, fuck that bitch. You feel me? And for nothing, when it could have been addressed. So please fix things in the moment. You feel me? If you feel some kind of way, don't be afraid to say, yo, this hurt my feelings, or I feel like this is what you're doing. We're too grown to not know what it is. You feel me? And if I can't be myself with you, or I can't be vulnerable with you, then I don't want to be your motherfucking friend. I'm supposed to be able to tell you how this shit makes me feel, and you should say, okay, I'm going to do my best to correct it, and this is what you did, why I counteracted this way. You know what I mean? And we go from there. That's important. So treat your friends like friends. You know what I mean? Be kind to everyone. Be kind to yourselves. Be gentle with yourselves. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed night. This is Fire and Ice Dose Radio. The thoughts are burned and negativity is ice. Peace. Joe.
To grew to be a wise king. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell ring. Classes in session, here's a different something. Who the knowledge is first, wisdom understand.